All right, let's go. Let's party. All right. This has become the tradition. Same gas station. Matt Wrap's Super Cookie Crunch, full of all the vitamins and minerals the growing boy needs.
32 grams of protein.
Absolutely.
Protein.
Let's fucking go. And a laboratory of other shit. Let's fucking go. All right. So the third day is in the books.
Yeah,
It was marked with the highest of highs and then the lowest of lows. Needless to say.
Yep.
So before I get into me, let's talk about you.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how you feel. How did you feel? How did you wake up?
Woke up good. I think it was fine. It was like, I think going into today, I was the most excited of all the track days because the weather was looking great all day. I mean, you know, the other previous 2 times, there was, you know, the second day got better towards the end, but today, perfect all day. I mean, 75, sunny, just beautiful weather. So I woke up with spirit, like high spirits. I was ready, you know. Like always, I got to learn how to ride again because I haven't ridden since the last time I was on track. I don't have a street bike, so I gotta get here's the brakes, here's the clutch, get to, you know. Then I was getting a little discouraged by like probably like the 3rd or 4th lap. I was like kind of like not feeling it. Like, man, this sucks. I'm not getting faster. You were flying. I mean, like, dude, I don't remember which time it was, but I came around the corner. I came out of 18, and you were like almost at the end of the straightaway. And I was like, what the fuck just happened? Like, I saw you, and then you were all the way at the other end. Like, how the hell? He's flying out there. And then right around before lunchtime, dude, I started moving. I don't know what clicked. Oh, that was the time. So I thought he was behind me, and I was determined to not let him pass me for a little while. Like I was like, I'm gonna get at least 2 to 3 laps without getting passed out here. So we left, and I just throttled, man. I got in. I was like, I'm not gonna let this guy pass me quick. So I got on, I was pushing. Even on the first lap, like normally I let the first lap warm up the tires. I almost didn't even care. I just went out there and just started ripping it. I mean, granted it was a third, the day is hot, the tires are still kind of ice. It's not like, it's like fresh off the trailer cold. And I was moving, dude. And I got over I was just bugging. I actually want to go see those lap times.
You should. We got to put it on the the racing race render. That's the app I use. It was like $50 or something like that, but it's a cool tool because you can use your iPhone. You can use your GoPros, or if you have like Insta360s, because it uses the GPS data that it has to track the laps and your position and stuff like that.
So I don't know how accurate it is, because I did ask Bjorn what his lap time was on his AIM Solo 2, like the official AIM Solo 2, and he said he did a 142. He did a 142 on the Supermoto or whatever. Supermoto, yeah. So I don't know where it is, but so anyway, so you know, I was moving, I was grooving. I got over the turn.
That was never even behind you.
The whole time. Dude, I'm thinking I'm pushing, right? I'm not looking back. Obviously, when you're riding, listen, if you are going to the track, don't be looking backwards.
Don't look back.
Don't even bother about
I was dealing with that
where
today.
Anybody is. Yeah, me too, actually. I might have been the same guy. After you mentioned it, there was another guy.
And it was a guy, white suit. He was on a Ducati.
Yeah.
He just kept looking back.
Don't do that.
You don't do that.
Just look forward. Right. Don't worry about what's happening behind you. So, I'm on like lap 2. I get over I'm like the whole back section. I mean, my not letting go off the whole time I was boogieing. I get over to turn 12, just scrape all the way through. I scraped so clean, came out of the turn, I yelled so loud,
yes.
and so hard and so aggressive that like I started seeing stars. I was like just like pure like just adrenaline scream, you know. I was telling him it's kind of like when you're squatting and like you're going for that max and you just push it as hard as you can. And you're like your whole body, like you're using every ounce of your body to get it up, and you're screaming kind of.
Yeah.
And then you get those like your blackout kind of, you know. And I got that right after I screamed out loud, you know. I was like, whoa! I definitely almost knocked myself out. But I was really excited. And
That's
then
awesome.
I came back that next round. Then I looked back, and you weren't there. I was like, oh fuck, this guy's not even here. So then I sped
just
up.
the thought of me behind you.
Ooh, I was fine. I was like, I'm not gonna let this guy get me. And then next time I did it, I went back around, did it again. Came through, scraped all the way through, clean, boom, I was out. And then I've been realizing by like lap 3, 4, I'm gassing out. I'm not breathing.
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time like just keeping my energy up. So I gotta pull over. So I pulled over, then I see you pass by like in the crowd. I'm like, oh, he wasn't even. This dude was way over there.
I stalled out.
Rookie.
I had stalled out. Fucking rookie move. Was you know, I was right behind you. He let you go, and then I just let the clutch out a little too aggressively. And he's like, oh. And that was when I was dealing with the low battery.
Yeah.
So it wasn't, 100%. So
you know what's funny? When you're coming out of the pit, for some reason that's like my favorite time. I don't know why, but like I come out of there first gear, kind of first gear, and then you and I'm like, I don't know why, but like my 1 to 2 shifts coming out of the pits feels so good to me. It's like and you're like right into the thing. I don't know why, I just like that like noise, that feeling of like coming out of the pits.
Or going in, you're coming out of the pit, going in,
going into turn 1.
Yeah.
I don't know why. My shifts are so crispy coming out of there.
So like it's the excitement, it's the adrenaline.
It's like you're getting up,
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
It wasn't behind me.
I wasn't behind you.
Slowed down, got off.
In fact, I was never really behind you much.
No, we were there. No, we were never.
It was like a ghost.
So the one time. Oh, that was the last lap. That was the okay. So we won't even go there yet. I'll let you talk about your pace, and then we'll.
Yeah. So, I think this was my fastest day ever.
You were moving. I mean, and it wasn't like I was saying you were moving. People were around you were telling you were moving. Like people were like, "Yo, dude, you're passing me really fast." You're blipping by me. Everybody was mentioning it, so.
Yeah,
and I could tell. I mean, I could definitely tell.
So, I woke up, did my whole little, the same routine we always do, getting excited, but I try to keep it a little, not under wraps, but try to temper it. So I was going to go out, because I had gone to Palmer the week before, and I didn't have the greatest day at Palmer. It just didn't feel right. I felt a little sketched out. So it just didn't feel right. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, let me, first morning session, let me just kind of get myself warmed up. Let me get my body warmed up, my brain warmed up. And then by lap 4, I was already 3, I was already dragging me on 1. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm kind of back. And then, I don't know, I just started, something clicked. And I just don't know where. Maybe it was the beginning of the second session, like lap 2 of the second session. Something clicked. And I was just literally, I don't know. I can't even describe how zen I was, and I felt the pace. It was like that left knee puck is like black now. Yeah. And my right too. I started kissing right. Started scraping right. Every turn, every turn, I'm carrying the speed, and I'm just carrying it, and I'm hoping I got some pretty nice shots from. And all the meanwhile, we were trying to chase down an electrical gremlin on my bike that ended up being I just had to fucking charge the battery.
Yep. It's funny I don't know when was it? It was before lunchtime this happened. This was before lunchtime. So I was getting up to that. It's funny. I was out with Tommy, right? So no. I take that back. It was me, you. This is how it went. I was in the front. He was behind me, right? And then Tommy was being sneaky in the pits, waiting for us to go out, and he came and chased us down, right?
Yeah.
So I got a great shot. Actually, you gotta find it. I got a great shot of Tommy, coming into the bowl. Coming to the bowl, and he came right in front of me, and dude, we're like tire to tire, dude.
Yeah.
He told me after, he was like, that scary? I was like, honestly, nah, he really didn't. I was so focused up on, because when you're in that bowl, like, you can't look, you gotta just be everywhere you go, right?
Yeah,
no matter what you're doing,
you gotta be looking forward.
You gotta be looking forward. So I had my eyes up, because you gotta look up when you're coming out of the bowl. Mm-hmm. So I had my eyes up, and he kind of just came in. I don't think I let off at all, but he came in really close. That is gonna be a good shot. So I was out with Tommy. So Tommy passed.
I remember that. Yeah, right? I remember that. I might have some footage of that. So I was behind you.
Yeah.
And because we can't pass on 6, so I was like, okay, I can't pass on 6. So
I heard you too. I was like, oh, he's close.
Yeah,
he's close. And then Tommy just comes in like, hi guys.
I slowed down behind you, and then Tommy just swoops into the bowl, and then I was like, okay. And then we did that, and then he, whatever. And then we did whatever, and then on the straight, and then I passed you, and then I guess Tommy was behind me.
Yeah.
And then
you passed me over in turn 12 again, right? Right at the favorite swooper to the right, which is where I'm dragging knee, and he's just coming through, just like, shoop. I'm like, all right, cool. But you know what? I'll say this. When you came by me, I was excited. I was like, oh, dude, this dude, he's fucking moving. Like, because I felt like I had carried so much momentum, and you still had the confidence to come around me on the outside and hold that turn there. I was like, oh, dude, this dude's on it right now.
And then I did a lap, or 2 laps, with Tommy behind me.
Tommy was behind me.
And that's when I was like, now it's time to go. Yeah. And then I think I had my 2 best laps when Tommy was behind me.
I think that's where I got caught up. So I think you passed the 2 Ducatis, or whatever they were. You passed 2 bikes. I kind of got hung up a little bit. I don't remember if I passed them or not. I don't remember, but I know you guys just took off. And then I went into the pits. Yeah. And then Tommy came, and he goes, I think Sergio ran out of gas again. And I go, dude. So I got back. I went back out there to just solely to go see where you were and get you. And, oh shit! It was the same corner. Same corner. You were right there.
That was actually.
That's foreshadowing.
It died at 2.
Yeah, foreshadowing.
It was foreshadowing.
So I was gonna pit in. I was already done. I was like, I'm fucking tired, man. Chasing you guys down is a lot of energy. So I literally only went out to get you on camera to see where you were and just be like, oh, let me see what's going on. Because he told me it didn't look like you were down. It looked like you just you stopped. I guess he told me that he almost railed you because the bike just died. And he was right on you. And then you put off to the side. So electrical gremlin. So this is before lunchtime.
So we chased it down, and our buddies Adir and Steve and everybody, they were all helping out, and it just came to find out it was just the battery. It was just something's not charging. It's draining the battery. Fine, no big whoop. We put it on the charger. It's a lithium battery. Put it on the charger for 15 minutes. It started right up after lunch. But I was like, Tommy, was I moving? He was like, we were fucking moving.
He goes, we're gonna after lunch, we're gonna go out.
We're gonna go out. I was like, oh fuck, I did. It's like, it's what happens when you progress in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. The people that you roll with, the upper belts, they usually let you work, right? They, as a white belt, they let you work on your you know, all the techniques, right? Whatever it is, they'll kind of let you work, and then, you know, once they get kind of bored, they'll like turn the screws a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
But as you progress and as you get a little better, they start turning the screws on a little more to you, so they ratchet up the, you know. And I thought, I was like, oh fuck, now it's like, here I am, just fucking Joe Schmo with the bad mustache, now freaking having to keep up with Tommy and freaking his pace after winning like a bunch of races last weekend.
Yeah, he ran 122 at Lauder, which is fast.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of like, he's an amateur, and
I think he stepped up to pro.
But 122, because so he's at that 450, and I know the guys in the 600s are, I think they're running 18s, 19s, or I remember. I gotta go talk to somebody from Morgan who runs. I think he runs low 20s, but I thought 22 was anyway. In any case, so he, you know, you gotta go out there with this guy. He's, you know, he's a beast out there.
I love
so
you,
so it's funny, right? So we're out before this even happened. We're riding. We're riding, right? And I don't know where it was, but Tommy passed me at one point, and he gave me the hold on to my tail. Hold on to my tail.
The universal.
Signal, right? And him and I are just we're boogieing, right? We get caught up with two bikes in front of us, which I think you passed those two bikes.
Yeah.
You came around them, and then him and I, you know, he was like, he wasn't quite sure I think he was trying to keep me behind him.
He was trying to figure out the pace, your pace. Yeah.
So we were, and then we started moving. I think we passed him, if I remember correctly. But we're moving, right? And I'm in my head, I'm like, nice, dude. Look at me and Tommy out here, right?
Yeah.
And then it was like, at one point, he looked back, he's like,
yeah.
see it. And it was just like, I was like, oh shit, damn. Now I get it.
Later.
And you know what's crazy? At one point, so again, he's on the 450. God, why can't I remember the name of the damn bike? I can't.
No, it's a built, you know, fully built race bike. Was he on his race bike?
Yeah, he was on the race bike.
Yeah.
So we're on
Supermoto,
like
Supermoto,
yeah.
So
fully,
like lower displacement, like 450. I don't know.
Yeah, it's fully built, whatever. But we're on the straightaway, right? And it's obviously still a 450 to a 750. So he's like a good distance, and I like get right on him, right? I'm like this, and I go, I'm gonna fucking outbrake him, right? I'm gonna fucking do this, right? So I'm like, again, if you look at the footage, we're like right here, and then I thought I get deep, and then this motherfucker goes, yeah, you think so? He just went so deep into turn one. I was like, oh my god. He went way in there, and it just fucking cut it in, and I was like, nice, all right, motherfucker, let's go. So then we were kind of dipping and moving, and then at one point he said, all right, and he told me afterwards, he goes, yeah, we were having fun. I was like, I'm gonna go catch Sergio, I'll be right back. So then he just took off at like 15, right? And like, no joke, we were moving through like, I was pretty much close to him, and then right around like, I think it was like 15, he did the dips, and then before I knew it, he, like you, coming out of 18, he was already on the end of fucking 1. I'm like, how the fuck did he get over there? And then yeah, he chased you down, and I don't know what happened after that.
Yeah, so when Tommy was behind me, I was trying to put on my best. I was trying to put on my best showing. That's to not disappoint, and I thought I even felt I was boogieing. Like, I felt like I was at the close to my limits at that point. I was like, fuck. Even I'm in the back of my head, like, internal monologue, like, fuck, I'm moving right now. Like, I'm really moving. But I felt I was always in control. And so those 2-3 laps, great. So I go on the straight, and that time where he almost knocked into, I lost power going into turn 2. Just lost it completely. Just everything just shut off. Yeah. So I was like, oh, son of a bitch. What the hell? But we fixed it. And then yeah, I mean, yeah, that morning, it was just like, yeah, it's just, you get comfortable with the track, you understand it, you understand the nuances of each of the track, like
Yep.
you know, and you understand the lines. And
So my recollection of it was that there was a Ducati in front, a Ducati Monster, you then me, and then you passed them. I don't remember, probably 12 again, like normal. Passed them at 12, and then I passed them on the break on 1, and right after that, right there is when I came around, and I was trying to catch you because I came out of 1, I still saw you, so I was like, oh, let me just try to get right on him real quick. Let me see if I can just throttle through this. And I got to 2, and then I look up, you know, because again, you got to keep looking up. I'm looking up past, you know, outside of my exit here, and I just see like just dust everywhere, and I'm like, oh shit, what was that? And then I come around the corner, and I just see you just pop right up, just like, hey, you were pissed. I could tell right through like your movement, you were pretty pissed. Like you just got up, like
I was pissed.
you're like, I think your hands went up, and then I look over, the bike did like a little spin real quick. And I was like, oh, that was not. That didn't look good.
So you made the perfect segue. So yeah, I took a spill. This was the first session out of lunch, right? Yeah, because I was rushing to get the bike back together after charging the battery. So that means, you know, you got to I have to take the seat off and everything, and so rushing around. I forget to strap my helmet.
You know what's funny? I saw that your glove was unstrapped too. It was like flapping in the wind.
So
you know?
I was a little discombobulated at that point, but so then I proceed. You know, you were behind me, I think. Yeah, you were behind me.
I was close.
And I then, you know, we did whatever, and then I passed you on 12 again, 12, 11. I passed you there, or 12, 13. I passed you there, and you know, it was all well and good. But so I go into 2, I'm going into 3. Good line, even when we saw the crash footage, and I'll put it up now. Good line, 4, good line. But what ended up happening was I gave it a little too much, and I started running wide, right? So because like speed equals miles per hour, so it was like, radius equals miles per hour. So like I was getting on the gas, and I was pushing myself wide over to that curb, the far side curb, and I just didn't course correct enough or fast enough, and so I hit the like where the curb meets the pavement and the grass right there, and then that was it. I couldn't.
I went back when I went back out.
Stupid mistake.
It's like a ditch. It's not like it's like an easy transition from the road.
Yeah.
It's like a good 3-inch drop from like the edge of the asphalt to the grass. So you probably your tire just dug right into that thing, and it was like, this is where you're staying.
So yeah, needless to say, you know, my leg's a little, you know, scraped up, a little beat up. It's going to be very sore for a little bit, but I would say, you know, I think this was going to happen because I knew that I was really starting to kind of push.
From all the fast guys I've heard, that like you always fall when you're trying to figure when you start getting really either you fall when you're overconfident and your skills your skills aren't quite where you think you are, or you're really confident your skills are there, but then you're trying to push the bike to the limits of where the bike can go.
I think
you were at that point, where you're trying to you're pushing the bike limits.
No, this was something that was completely 1,000% avoidable had I just literally calmed the F down for like 30 seconds. Because again, all that stuff building up, and then I was like, you know what I mean? And I was like, it was one of those where it's like, I knew what I did wrong, and I know I'm not going to do it again. You know what I mean? It's
only a matter of time. I'm wondering when I'm going to fall. Like it's only a matter of time. I haven't fallen on the track yet. Knock on wood. I mean, not that I don't want to. I don't want to.
Nobody wants to
crash. At some point, like you it's gonna have to happen almost. Like it feels like
that's the risk, and that's the risk you take. Like you know, we
that's
all.
That's why you wear the suits.
That's why we wear the suits. That's why we wear the gear. I mean, but we all take that risk. You know what I mean? Like this is not a safe sport by any sense of the imagination. There are a lot of risks involved.
You know what's funny? I almost fell right there too. So you were behind me. I don't think you got it. You were on the Instagram live, and I was coming out of. I was coming to 2-3, and I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like Mark Marquez did, dude. I dipped in, and I didn't feel the puck. I felt my whole thigh like hit the ground a little bit, and I did like one of these where I picked it up, and then the bike kind of went like this, and I was like, oh shit, I think I almost fell. I think I almost went down right there. And that turn, I was getting really fast. As a matter of fact, I was getting really fast because of Tommy. At one point, he passed me coming out of 1. This was like earlier in the day, and I was trying to be real aggressive to stay on top of him. And I noticed how much speed he was carrying through 2, 3, 4. So I was in second gear, and I held the throttle. It was like more than midway. I was holding it, and the bike held. I was like, oh snap! I've never been that fast through that turn. I was so the whole day I was like getting really fast, and I was dragging there too. But I was getting really comfortable through that turn.
And I think that's the thing, right? Where you know, the more days we do, the faster we get, the more comfortable we get. Then you know there are going to be situations that are going to be presented to us that are new. You know what I mean? And that one, I would say, was something that it wasn't new, but I just wasn't. It was just a stupid error on my part. To, you know what I mean? Like I said, this wasn't like me, like you know, I don't know what happened, bro. I knew exactly what happened and exactly what I did and didn't do.
Yeah.
So, you know, and luckily we did a damage assessment. It's a clip-on, it's the rear set and the brake line and the rear spool. So, and the frame slider did its job. Yeah. So, I mean,
you know what? Not for nothing. The frame slider kind of took a beating, it definitely saved the fairings.
The fairings are a little beat up, but I mean, it's scraped. It's nothing.
And for as hard as that crash was, it's nothing.
And so, and I go back to this. I crashed pretty hard. This wasn't a low side. This was almost like kind of like a high side deal. When you kind of think about it,
I mean, for the video, it looked like a high side.
It kind of was like a high side, so in a way, but it was so fast that like I can't. Literally, it was like a bucking bronco at that point because it was just the front kind of. It was just bad. You know, I have the footage. You can see it. It looks crazy, but to go back to the whole thing, it's like we take risk. Like we take a very big risk going out there, right? And you know. Getting the proper training, getting everything, you know, that is first and foremost. But like, I think with us, as we sort of try to like, you know, push a little inch here, push another inch here, push a little bit more, you know, that's where it's kind of like, oh shit, you know, and look at all the greats, you know, too. They all fucking fall, you know, because they're at the edge of their own. Right. You know, limits or the bike or whatever, and like I'm at mine basically. Like I was literally riding at or over my newly established limits. So you know, take that. I mean, listen, I'm gonna be back. I just have to kind of patch everything up, lick my wounds, lick my ego, because you know, whatever. And then you know, you get back on the horse, and you just understand that like, hey, I made that fucking mistake. I'm not gonna do it again. And if I catch myself being a little overzealous, check myself. You gotta check yourself. You gotta be whoa, hey, listen. It's not a race. You know what I mean? Calm that down. And then you know, so it's a lot of, but you know, and I'm not upset at all. Kind of upset because like my leg is, you know, it's sore. I mean, it's tough to move it, but it could have been 7 million gazillion quadrillion times worse. And it kind of makes you feel alive. it kind of really makes you fucking feel alive. That like you like you like near, you know, I could have gotten severely hurt. It's kind of like fuck, but hey,
you got it out of the way.
I got it out of the way in a way. Now you know, and oh man, oh man, oh man, I was effing moving. All right, every goddamn turn after the half of the second session, my pucks are black. Just every turn.
Mm-hmm.
I think what ended up happening is I think I had a little bit of an epiphany going into one, and I started, and I dragged the knee, but I was carrying the speed, but I dragged the knee, I was carrying the speed, and it was just like a, and I was like, oh, this ain't, oh, okay, and then after that, then that was it, and then it was kind of like, it's like the more you do it, the more you happen to do it, right? The less freaked out you are about it, and then it's just like, it's just part of the thing, you know, and then on the right side too, you like, I was getting good, you know, I was getting in on the right side, and 3 and 4, I was, you know, 3 and 4. And
I felt like I was, and I know I was boogieing through the back of Willie Hill over through.
We boogie and you boogie because we understand that back half of the track is very fast.
I know everything was faster, and I was telling him earlier, like, my speedometer is off because I have my gearing on the bike is two up in the back. My sprocket in the back is 2 up, and then one tooth down in the front. So my gearing is off, so the speedometer is off. But the last times when we came, when I was at the straightaway, my bike was at like the 120, 125. Now I don't really know what that is. It could be 90, it could be 95. I don't know. It's not 120. I know it's not that. It's somewhere in that range. So I was at 120, 125. This time around, my bike was at 130, 135, and and this is the third gear. I was almost redlining. I was like, the needle, I looked down, the needle, right before I would brake, it would just be touching redline. It would just be nipping it. So I knew I was getting faster. But the same goes for the back end. Because before I used to look down and my speedometer's at like 85, 90. And today, dude, I was at 110, 115. I look down, I'm taking that first left-hander at almost 115, and I'm like, oh, dude.
Yeah, because we know.
I'm holding speed back here.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was definitely a much better day. I was down on myself at the beginning, but then I got up. I just needed to drag it.
You just needed to drag me a little bit,
dude,
man.
once I did that, it changed the whole game. It changed the whole game. And like, I don't know what's going on, because this, it sounded like I had another suit. I used to drag me all the time. I had pictures, I had videos. I used to put the freaking GoPro camera down by the swing arm so I can get the videos of me dragging. It's not like I haven't dragged before. I've dragged before. But for some reason, that this 4-year hiatus that I took from coming to the track, it's like almost resetting myself. And I feel like I should be faster than I am. I'm not. I should be way faster at this point for as many times I've come to the track. But something's just not clicking, and today it started clicking. I did it, and it felt, I was like, oh, dude, there it is. I did it. There we go. Now steps up. That's it. Let's move it up. Let's step it up. And I did. I kept going up, and I was getting faster. But then you crashed.
Yeah, but don't let my
no.
It
wasn't even. I wasn't scared. It's not like I was like, but the vibe just felt different.
Yeah,
I can't explain it. So after he crashed, I was like, I'll go out there. We had 2 sessions left. I did like 1 or 2 laps. And I was like, man, the vibe just doesn't feel the same right now. Like I'm not like in the mood.
Yeah, the vibe. Yeah, and it was kind of like that at Palmer. It's like I don't have anybody with me, even at the pits with me to like talk to and like bullshit or whatever, and then like talk about like what hey, how did that feel? How did this feel? So no, I totally get it. This is something that you got to do with at least another person. Yeah. Or another person that's there to kind of be with you, to talk, whatever.
And not only that, like I've noticed that like when you have another person, it's like you
push each other.
Push each other. Like you're kind of like, if you're in the same kind of like level of riding or pretty close to each other, you will push each other to like a smidge
Absolutely.
up.
Absolutely.
And when you come by yourself, you don't do that. Yeah. I mean, at least
you can make friends. Like you make friends and you talk to people. Like I've made friends like that. I'm still like on Instagram that and stuff like that, and you talk to them and all that. But then it's still not necessarily the same.
Yeah, you're not out there like, all right, he's going a little fast. I'm gonna get right on him. Like let's see what's up. It's not. And you kind of have that macho-ness. Like you're trying to just. I mean, it's not like it's not like I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be faster. It's like he's doing it. I want to do it. I want to be there. I don't want to be left behind. So we're gonna keep going. I want to get faster. I want to get faster. So once you crash, I was like, I went out there and I was by myself and I was like, it doesn't feel good. I'm out. Let's just go. I don't even care.
Yeah. No,
and that's a big takeaway. I think with anything, you did it in Palmer. I think some people just get like I've already paid for the day. Even though I don't feel right, I might as well just go out there and do it anyway.
Exactly.
I mean, you don't really have to.
You don't really have to. Again, we're going back to the fact that this is a very dangerous pastime. It's a very dangerous sport. If you don't feel good, don't go out.
As much as it is mistakes. As much as it is physical, it is mental.
It's all mental. Well, physical, absolutely. But it's all mental. If your head isn't there, because you have a bunch of things sloshing through your head, which at that point I did too. And I thought, okay, maybe once I'm on the bike, it'll kind of clear out. I'll clear myself out. But once you have those things, it's like, oh man, is the bike going to shut off on me again? Is it, you know what I mean? But again, this is all like, listen. You gotta take it for what it is. Like for me, I learned. I started getting faster, and and I got maybe cocky, but I wasn't in the right mind at that speed. I paid the price. You see what I'm saying? And it's gonna happen. You gotta move on. It's my focus. My focus was off. And that's what happened. Right?
I was really hoping the bike was okay and we could just finish the day.
Yeah, at that point I was like, I saw it slide, and
then I was in the pits and we were chatting with people in the pits, and I was asking the guy with the radio. I was like, is he good? I saw you walking, but I didn't really know. He's like, no, he's good. And I was like, well, how's the bike? And he goes, they're gonna have to tow it back. And I was like,
yeah.
Not what I wanted to hear.
Yeah. But and Tommy, I think Tommy, and I love that guy because he literally came out on the. He came out and he was like, "You okay?" He was out on the track and I'm like, "Yo, you okay? What happened?" Like he was all like super concerned and
he was in the pits. I pulled up and he was just kind of sitting there like just checking out, see what happened. I was like, he was just kind of chilling. I was like, "Yo, that was Sergio who fucking ran." He was like, "What turn?" I was like, 3-4. He's like, he just took off. He was just like, I was like, all right.
Oh my guy, and because he didn't, like Bjorn and them, they didn't have, or Bjorn or Tommy, they don't have to do that. But they went out. They're like, "Oh, you okay?"
Guys,
those stand-up guys.
Those guys are stand-up, dude. Those are top-notch people right there.
And we were Bjorn's servants today. Oh, Bjorn, we will put your tire warmers on. We did help him out today with the battery issue too.
Yeah, that's easy money.
Yeah, but we helped him out. It's like we contributed to the. To their.
I keep thinking of Tommy outbreaking me. Dude. This was, and like I was calm. I was like, dude, I'm gonna outbreak him. And like I was like, and I kind of braked, and it almost felt like he hit me with the Vin Diesel too soon buster. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen that when he hit the Nas? It was like I braked. He's like, too soon. Yeah, he just braked it. I was like, dude. Yeah. Thought I had you.
I kicked it into really high gear once I knew that Tommy was behind me. I was like, okay, time to show him what I learned.
Yeah, no, that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do when you got the faster guys. you want to show improvement, you know.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I think we definitely both improved today.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Man, I feel like I'm itching to want to come back.
Yeah, we'll come back.
I mean, maybe in the fall, but for right now, I gotta relax.
Yeah, we'll come back.
But definitely gotta come back. I gotta progress on this. I gotta step up to the next level.
Yeah, I got a little wound and damage control to take care of, and I got plenty of time for that. So, I gotta, basically I'm gonna like kind of take everything off the bike, change the oil, coolant, charge the battery. I'm gonna do all of that and kind of just let it sort of sit, and then got to do the brake lines and stuff, and get that going, and so I got work to do on the track bike, and which will be fine. But man, when she runs, that thing is a freaking beast.
Yeah, it was fast. You were moving and grooving. It was a good day.
Shake and bake. That's it. The shake and bake. So, what else did we have to cover today?
Good day overall.
Good day overall.
Good weather.
Good day overall.
The weather was beautiful. It was hot. Man, let me tell you, coming out of that leather suit when it's that hot.
Oh. Here we. Oh. I think my Triumph still sounds better.
Oh.
And I think PJ still sounds like shit, right?
No, I think it got worse.
I think it got worse.
Yeah, it definitely got worse.
It got worse. Yeah, I think it got worse.
Some stuff to it. I don't know what that. I don't know what, but he needs to do something.
Yeah, he's gonna do something about
Maybe
that.
get a new one. Maybe get a new bike.
A whole new bike? Yeah, maybe a whole new bike.
Whole new bike.
Or maybe just take off the cap and put a full.
Just go headers.
Just go headers.
Just go.
No pipe.
Headers, right?
All headers, no pipe.
Nah, it was
YOLO.
good day. I mean, good day overall. I think it was a solid day.
It was a solid day.
Good people. It just, man, I enjoy this day. I'm almost like kind of sad that this is the last one for the year.
No, don't say last one for the year. Just
no. With this group of people, with like the whole batch of people,
But I'm sure we can arrange something else. With kind of something privately. Get PJ, Jason, Bjorn, and Tommy when they're not when they're not racing. And I don't know, but I kind of want to try my hand at a supermoto.
Do it up.
Why the F not?
Do it. It seems like they're having a good time on those things.
Those things look so cool.
Yeah, they look cool. They sound cool. It's a whole different ride.
And then they have that cam where you learn how to flat track it and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool too. I mean,
just to learn a different skill set.
I think anything on two wheels is cool.
Oh, absolutely. But I like learning skills. I'm that person where I need to learn skills, and I like learning skills. Not just riding a motorcycle, but riding a motorcycle at its absolute limits, which I think I'm starting to get, better and better at. Jiu-jitsu, you name it. It's just like, I just love it. You know what I mean? I just love doing it. And then when you progress just a little bit, you're like, yes, queen. Yeah. So where are we at? We're at the 47-minute mark. Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna wrap this one. We're at 42. We're gonna wrap this one up. So it was, to sum it up again, it was a day of extreme highs and then extreme lows. But when you average it all together, it was a good day.
Yeah, it was a good day.
It was a good day. Law of averages, you gotta love it.
Yeah.
Well, we'll catch us again. I'll be seeing if I can post some other content in the meantime outside of these track day podcasts and the track day footage. Want to see if I can start posting some other bike related content. Maybe I've been itching to put an exhaust on the double R. Maybe do a double R exhaust video. See how that sounds and stuff like that. Because I have the mic set up and all that. We can do before and after with some nice, clean, crisp audio. you know, maybe if we go to OVNP, or I forgot what it's called, in Port Jervis, watch Bjorn and Tommy race. So maybe we can, you know, get some footage for that. So, you know, we'll, yeah, I think we got a bunch of stuff, and then you have a kid on the way.
I have a kid on the way. I'm pretty much done for the rest of this year. Yeah, I you know, I don't want to be too far away, because at any point my wife could pop, and I don't want to be. I don't want to be my luck. This is my luck. I'm telling you, this is how this would work out. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go enjoy a good bike day. Let me just go out, and I'll be 4 hours away, and her water will break. Just cause, you know. And I don't want to. I want to be sure I'm good and be with her and attentive. So I'm not gonna. I'm pretty much done for the bike stuff until after the baby's born.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, like I said, I'll be. I would say probably until like late July. I'll have. You know, and plus it's gonna be wicked hot out, and that's like not the most ideal. So, and I got a few trips that we're gonna be taking with my parents and stuff like that. We're going on a little vacation with the parents and stuff. So
nice.
We gotta. So, but yeah, all right, we'll wrap this up. Until next time, guys. Later.
Yeah.